Yeah.
34 counts that we just talked about, and so he is going to head to LaGuardia Airport, where he will head to Mar-a-Lago, as you say, and make those remarks tonight. And again, just to remind folks, Hallie, we expect to hear from a defiant former President Trump, right? He was sort of slumped over in the courtroom based on that photo that we saw of the former president. But I expect we will see a very different Mr. Trump tonight when he speaks to supporters at Mar-a-Lago, Hallie.
He has been traveling, Kristen, with a series of aides from his campaign, obviously with members of his legal team, many of whom are expected to accompany him back to Mar-a-Lago, where frankly the crowd will be, I think, friendlier than what he has seen so far in Manhattan. He's expected to be in front of supporters. It is entirely possible that we will see supporters there in West Palm and in Palm Beach, lining the route that Donald Trump will come back home. I think there is another key piece of information as we talk about the politics of it that we're waiting on, which is the indictment itself, and getting some of the specifics that we've been discussing here as far as the legal implications. I want to note something that Jonathan Dean's talked about, which is, again, the extraordinary security measures that have been in place, not just today for the last 6-8 hours plus in an intensive way, but frankly, Jonathan, as you've been reporting, and as you were first to report a week and a half ago, that have been in place for days now.
Yeah, for about 2 weeks now, from the FBI to the court officers to the NYPD, they've all been working and preparing for this day, and this day has come. And as you can see in one of the shots before, as the president was leaving, the former president leaving the courthouse, the lines of people rose deep to get a look at this day in history. I thought that was an extraordinary sight here in Manhattan. We understood that there were going to be a few hundred protesters, pro and con, in that Foley Square area in and around the courthouse, but the fact that for several blocks leaving that 100 Center Street area, that those sidewalks were pretty jammed with people. Now you see he's approaching the entrance to the FDR Drive, which will take him north towards the Triborough Bridge and LaGuardia Airport, where his plane is waiting for him. But the former president of the United States stand accused of 34 counts of falsifying business records and conspiracy, and leaves an accused criminal. He pleaded not guilty. And just an extraordinary day, and we wait to hear more from the reporters who are in the courtroom and in the overflow rooms about exactly what went on inside during that 45-minute hearing.
Danny, what do you think his lawyers are telling him right now? Now that they see what the prosecution has put together, they say, don't worry, you're fine, there's no case here? Or is this the moment where you have to acknowledge that this could be a big deal?
I think what you'll find is that Donald Trump isn't as intensely involved in looking at the indictment as his lawyers are. I picture his team huddling around this indictment, parsing it out, although at this point, there can't be much that surprises them. Frankly, there can't be much that surprises all of us. When this indictment comes out, I really doubt we're going to see some crime in there that we never imagined, never heard a fact about. Consider that most of this stuff has been publicly known since 5, 6, 7 years. We've had the documents, we've had the checks, we've had the contracts. So I don't think there are a lot of surprises. Most likely it's his legal team. They're huddling together. What do we do next? What motions are we filing? Again, they probably already figured that out. And Trump may have taken a